It started like most scandals do these days, subtle, a few cryptic tweets, a couple of unfollowed Instagram accounts, and then one blurry photo that spread like wildfire. Halle Bailey, once the untouchable star of Disney's The Little Mermaid, was spotted out without her boyfriend DDG, or her ring. People immediately noticed the shift. No more couple vlogs, no TikToks with matching outfits, and definitely no zooted podcast mentions, just silence. Then DDG posted something that had everyone's eyebrows raised. Be careful who you have a child with. No names, no hashtags. But the message was loud. Fans were confused. Weren't they just celebrating the birth of their baby boy a few months ago? Wasn't Chloe, Halle's sister, just seen gushing about how great DDG was with the baby? Something wasn't adding up, and the internet knew it. People dove headfirst into timelines, matching outfits to dates, decoding interviews, even revisiting old live streams for clues. Some said Halle was distancing herself to protect her peace. Others claimed DDG was using social media to stir drama and manipulate public opinion, but no one expected what came next. Just days after DDG's cryptic post, the internet erupted again, this time thanks to a resurfaced video from Chloe Bailey. It was a clip from a podcast recorded months ago, but suddenly making waves. In it, Chloe speaks carefully, but you can feel the tension in her words. "I just want my sister to be surrounded by love. Real love." To some, it was just a generic statement, but fans who had been paying the close attention knew better. Chloe has always been fiercely protective of Halle, and that comment, vague as it was, didn't feel like coincidence. It felt like a warning. Then the real mess began. DDG went live on Instagram. No script, no filter, just raw emotion and half smirks. He denied everything, said the internet was trying to tear a black family apart, but even in denial, he couldn't stop dropping passive-aggressive jabs. Some people want the baby and the brand, not the man. That line hit hard. Now fans weren't just talking about relationship issues. They were speculating manipulation, brand building, and PR strategy. Meanwhile, Halle remained silent. No comments, no lives, no clarifications, but her silence spoke volumes. Her followers noticed she'd deleted several posts featuring DDG, the couple's once perfect aesthetic, gone. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get messier, a blogger dropped what they claimed was court paperwork. It hinted at a quiet legal battle over custody and possibly more. No confirmation from either side, but the internet didn't wait. Hashtags exploded. Protect Halle, Stalins free DDG. Everyone had a side. And suddenly, what looked like a regular breakup turned into something much darker, a power struggle playing out in front of millions. Because now, it wasn't just about love. It was about legacy, leverage, and the child caught in the middle. While the headlines screamed drama, Halle Bailey continued her silent approach. No interviews, no tweets, no denials. Just soft-focus Instagram stories with her son, snippets of music sessions, and the occasional repost from fan pages calling her greater grace under pressure. And for a while, it worked. The public leaned in her favor. She was the young mother, the rising star, allegedly betrayed but choosing peace. But the silence didn't last. Out of nowhere, DDG posted a 3-minute video titled "I'm tired of being quiet." No flashy edits, just him, hoodie up, voice steady but simmering. He didn't name names, but the implications were crystal clear. They only love you when you play the victim, but when you a man and you speak your truth, you toxic, you bitter. And then came the twist. DDG claimed he had receipts, texts, videos, voice memos. He didn't show them yet, but he promised they'd prove he wasn't the one causing damage. He was just reacting to it. Fans split instantly. Some saw it as desperation. Others saw it as the first time DDG had stopped playing cool and started fighting back. And just like that, the narrative began to shift. Creators on TikTok started dissecting Halle's timeline, comparing dates, screenshots, even old red carpet photos. Suddenly, tiny moments. Halle pulling her hand away, Chloe side-eyeing DDG during an award show, took on new meaning. People weren't sure what the truth was anymore, but one thing was clear. Both sides were now playing the game, carefully, publicly, and most likely legally. And if you know anything about celebrity drama, it's this. Once lawyers get involved, the truth becomes a weapon, and the public becomes the battlefield. While the headlines screamed drama, Halle Bailey continued her silent approach. No interviews, no tweets, no denials. Just soft-focus Instagram stories with her son, snippets of music sessions, and the occasional repost from fan pages calling her greater grace under pressure. And for a while, it worked. The public leaned in her favor. She was the young mother, the rising star, allegedly betrayed but choosing peace. But the silence didn't last. Out of nowhere, DDG posted a 3-minute video titled, "I'm tired of being quiet." No flashy edits. Just him, hoodie up, voice steady but simmering. He didn't name names, but the implications were crystal clear. They only love you when you play the victim, but when you a man and you speak your truth, you toxic, you bitter. And then came the twist. DDG claimed he had receipts, texts, videos, voice memos. He didn't show them yet, but he promised they'd prove he wasn't the one causing damage. He was just reacting to it. Fans split instantly. Some saw it as desperation. Others saw it as the first time DDG had stopped playing cool and started fighting back. And just like that, the narrative began to shift. Creators on TikTok started dissecting Halle's timeline, comparing dates, screenshots, even old red carpet photos. Suddenly, tiny moments, Halle pulling her hand away, Chloe side-eyeing DDG during an award show, took on new meaning. People weren't sure what the truth was anymore, but one thing was clear. Both sides were now playing the game, carefully, publicly, and most likely, legally. And if you know anything about celebrity drama, it's this. Once lawyers get involved, the truth becomes a weapon, and the public becomes the battlefield. Up until this point, Chloe Bailey had stayed almost entirely out of it. Loyal sister, silent supporter. A few vague tweets, sure, but nothing that directly addressed the chaos brewing online until she dropped that clip. It was an interview on a women-led podcast, lighthearted at first, career talk, future goals. Then the host casually brought up the situation swirling around her sister, and Chloe paused. Then she said, "There's a lot y'all don't know, and honestly, if I wasn't her sister, I wouldn't either. But I've seen everything." That line alone was enough to blow up Twitter. Clips spread like wildfire. She didn't name DDG directly, but the implication was heavy. She mentioned control masked as love, and people who play innocent in public, but create chaos in private. It was soft-spoken, but the subtext, brutal. The internet went full detective mode. People dug up old interactions between Chloe and DDG. A clip from the BET Awards, where she noticeably dodges a group selfie. An Instagram Live, where fans noticed her energy shift the moment he joined. Even a resurfaced tweet where she wrote, "Protect your peace, even from people your family loves." For many, this was confirmation. Chloe had seen the behind the scenes. And if she was backing Halle this openly now, it meant something deeper had gone down. Something beyond cheating rumors and Twitter shade. Suddenly, DDG's receipts didn't matter as much, because if Halle's own sister was standing 10 toes down on her side, how bad must it have really been? But here's the catch. Even with Chloe's subtle confirmation, Halle still said nothing. No interviews, no Instagram rants, just a single black and white photo of her holding her son's hand, captioned, "Energy doesn't lie." And with that, the story deepened. This wasn't just about fame or followers anymore. It was about legacy, loyalty, and what happens when the people closest to you decide they're done protecting secrets. The internet thought it had seen the worst. The breakup, the baby reveal, Chloe's pointed shade. But what happened next turned the drama into something way more dangerous, because now the leaks started, and they weren't coming from the blogs. Out of nowhere, a Reddit thread exploded. An anonymous user, claiming to be a former friend of DDG's inner circle, posted screenshots of private DMs, voice notes, and even alleged texts between DDG and another woman, dated months before Halle's pregnancy was confirmed. At first, people were skeptical. It's Reddit, it's anonymous. But then one of the screenshots showed something undeniable: DDG's contact photo, the same one Halle once accidentally flashed on a live stream. That image matched, and just like that, the internet took it seriously. The voice notes were the worst part. In one, a man sounding exactly like DDG could be heard saying, "She'll never leave. She loves me too much. I just gotta play it smart till this YouTube bag clears." Fans were stunned. It painted a very different picture than the calm, innocent image DDG had tried to maintain in his vlogs and music. This wasn't about growing apart or co-parenting peacefully. It sounded like a strategy, a game. More leaks followed. An alleged screenshot of DDG messaging a woman hours after Halle posted a pregnancy pic. A private group chat where he referred to Chloe as annoying and in his way. And worst of all, a note from someone claiming they once overheard a fight where DDG said, "I made you famous. Don't forget that." That quote spread like wildfire. Fans turned. Even some of DDG's longtime supporters started pulling back. Reaction videos flooded YouTube. TikTok edits showed Halle's quiet resilience next to DDG's cocky live stream moments. And the difference in energy was loud. But here's where it got complicated. DDG didn't deny the leaks. Instead, he posted a cryptic tweet, "God knows the truth. Y'all believe whatever fits your narrative." Then he unfollowed Chloe, unfollowed Halle, deleted every post with their son. It wasn't a defense, it was a retreat. And in that silence, the internet made up its mind. Because once the mask cracks, even a whisper can sound like a scream. Just when things seem to hit a standstill, Chloe Bailey steps in a now viral interview. She's asked about DDG, and for a split second, she hesitates. Then she simply says, "Some people confuse attention with love." That one sentence sets the internet on fire. Fans dig up old red carpet clips, studio sessions, and awkward live streams. The theory? Chloe saw it all, and now she's had enough. Meanwhile, DDG tries to play it cool. He drops cryptic tweets and half-hearted bars in a new freestyle, hinting he's done with liars and fake sisterhood, but the energy feels off. Halle, on the other hand, stays silent. No subtweets, no Instagram posts, just a photo of her baby's hand and a caption that reads, "Peace isn't quiet. It's knowing you don't have to explain anymore." And just like that, the focus shifts, not on what DDG says next, but on what he already lost. In the end, DDG disappears. No tweets, no uploads. His entire online presence fades. Then Halle makes her move. A raw, no makeup video. Just her, talking straight to the camera, calm, composed, no names, but every word lands hard. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And when they try to break you, let them watch you heal instead. That quote becomes iconic. T-shirts, memes, TikToks. Her silence wasn't weakness, it was strategy. Soon after, she announces a documentary. This isn't a comeback, it's a continuation. DDG stays quiet. And Chloe, she's thriving. So what's left? Not a scandal, not a breakup, a blueprint for how to lose everything and still win.